Always lit. With SVG's #1, Too Cool Chris.
Yeah, for real, for cheesy. It's like easy eating bread and
rice.
You know, I like when it's when they say so party dog lunchtime. It's how you put your face.
Rice.
You say rice.
Right.
Hey, you can imagine eating rice. It is something I can't do. All the cooking I will cook, I can't make it with rice every day.
I think somebody mentioned off here. The tea and whatnot, no sugar.
No. Oh, is that what happened?
No sugar. Yeah, no sugar.
So when they get the, how should I ask him? So when they get the bush tea,
bush and hot water.
How that work?
Yeah, put the bush
right
to draw
and
the hot water.
And
that's it. No sugar.
But there's something else he said there as well, and that could sicken dog's stomach. You know, we just joke about it here. We joke about it here, you know, but it's a serious thing, you know. Pedophilia in prisons.
We don't joke about pedophilia.
No, we don't joke. When I say joke, we allude to it and we, gag a little grin.
But that little piece where he said,
brother, that hot my belly.
Prisoners in jail essentially could have a free pass at taking advantage of other prisoners, including young.
Yo, that's scary.
Yeah,
that is scary. Things like that, boy.
Because when you think about it, like we must have like he said, kids like 16, 17 who might be wrong there. That must be a traumatic experience. The very day that you reach on there.
You hear your cell door clink at whatever time.
9 men in a cell.
Yo,
I'm sure that's probably an overpopulation when you say 9 men.
How that go? Is it you could Google that? How many people supposed to be in there?
I'm sure somebody told me depends on the size of the cell.
Okay.
Somebody has said down by
the thing opening up for a known pedophile though is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's frightening.
Why would prison officers do that?
Listen, and this is just me saying, if a prison officer is doing that, the prison officer that does that, he in that too.
Should be arrested.
He in that too. I don't know how it is work with the sharing, but he in that too. You can't be in the right
either
mind.
That or you just callous. It's just
who cares? Which could be just as bad.
I think everybody who does whatever job, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a prison officer, you're a police officer, right? Part of the job is caring.
Yeah. And if you don't care,
you shouldn't really be in that job.
Rightly so. But you as a man, that is what's happening on whichever floor.
But it's because you're not looking at people as humans, are you?
Man,
you're looking at them as something else, subhuman.
I stick it with
just like slavery atrocities, because you're not looking at people as humans.
I sticking at he doing that too. But I agree with you, but I still sticking he doing that too.
Scary.
But it's scary. It is scary. And well, there's a move on from there. And then he's saying when you go in there, there's no rehabilitation at all, no programs, no nothing. So what's supposed to happen? So then you go in how you are, and you come out just as you are.
Maybe even worse.
Or even worse.
Because, see, you go away for 7 years. As he said, we don't see it, but he said a lot has changed when he came out in 7 years.
Yeah.
We're not noticing it, but
because we live it every day.
We see it every day, but so your ability, like a lot of the support structures that may have been there before you went to prison, a lot of them would have drifted away.
Yeah.
Friends, family, they drift away, whether we like to admit it or not. The reality, when you don't see somebody,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So how could you release somebody who doesn't even have enough money to catch a van home?
But I thought when you work, But we call it the commissary.
No,
He said that they.
No, but regardless of whether you work, regardless if you like, if I'm releasing you,
Right.
right?
Remember,
Prison is twofold. It's punishment, right? Society wants to punish you, but it's also it has to have a rehabilitation aspect, right? Because essentially we don't want you to do it again.
Right.
We don't want you to be a worse citizen than when you went in.
When you dump me
for all of our benefits,
yeah,
not just for their benefit, for our benefit, so they don't come and rob us, so they don't come and break in our houses, so they don't kidnap us, or whatever it might be, right?
But if you dump me back on the street,
if you literally open the prison, push me out, and I don't even have enough money to catch a van home, right there, I'm almost in a situation where do I have to now commit a crime?
How do I get back?
Is it a case of I jump in a van? And when I get to where I'm meant to do, I run, I fight. What is it? You're putting me in conflict almost from the minute I'm released.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It like from the wider society standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
Because if I'm, let's say, imprisoned in Belle Isle and I live in Georgetown,
how I reaching home?
How I reach it home?
But if I start to walk now, I guess in there by some
chances of me robbing somebody along the way are probably pretty higher.
When a man becomes desperate, he has to do what he has to do.
But we said that
survive.
the other day when we were talking about
I jump in a man's yard who's got a mango tree. I eating his mangoes. Next thing you know, I'm in conflict with him.
Yeah. You comes out, he shoots me.
Yeah.
You go from nothing to something. Something being a criminal.
Yeah, we got to the problem, like we've spoken about this before, is that politically nobody wins any prizes.
Yeah.
Nobody votes for the guy that spent money on a prison and on education in prison. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna vote UOP or NDP because the government spent money on a prison. Typically, that's where we take money from.
Right.
Spend less, cut back.
But then it becomes with so many societal ills if we neglect
because at some point they're going to be released. They're all these people, nearly everybody in that prison at some point is going to be released.
Yeah. But then think about it. When they're released, they're going right back into the same fold.
A desperate man is a dangerous man.
Dangerous.
A hungry man is an angry man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going right
I will
back.
say though, the party dog is quite good at he could relay his message well. I would say I didn't know what to. I never met him before, and
he can articulate. He
can articulate himself pretty well. He said something that was interesting, but you get a lot of time to read and kind of refocus yourself.
Reflect.
But I'm not sure if everybody does that, because it still takes some mental fortitude to say, "Boy, I'm not gonna give up."
Separate yourself and
I'm not gonna give up. So what happens if somebody in prison right now doesn't have the same mental fortitude as party dog,
or I have ADHD or something? You know?
Yeah. You know what level of support do they get? They come back out, they do the same thing, they go back.
Straight. Which is why, like in some countries, like what they call it, the recidivism rate is so high. Go to prison, come out, go right back, come out, go right back. You know what I mean? You keep doing that all the way up to your 40s.
Yeah.
Because that's the only life you know.
And then you slowly cool down just like naturally.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the only life you know. It's sad. So that just tells you what happens inside of a prison. It's not where you want to be.
And it should be all of our concern what happens in there.
Mm-hmm. It's not where you want to be.
Children being abused by older guys will end up one day abusing younger guys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's like the cycler.
Yep.
Sad.
Yep.
Sad.
And a thing that he said as well, teenagers, why are teenagers in a big man prison?
Well,
because they have nowhere else.
They have nowhere else to put. Exactly. So when you put them in there.
And taxpayers are not going to sanction spending a couple of $1 million while I'm putting them somewhere else.
You put them in there. They go through whatever torment. They go through the way you think they're coming out to be.
You're going to punish somebody.
What you think they're coming out to be?
It's never going to be fair, because you could get somebody who's 18, 19, who's quite small in frame and whatnot, get taken advantage of like they're 14, 15.
Correct.
But they have the edge.
And then you're gonna get some 16-year-old who's 6'4",
Massive.
genie
I
size,
know.
punches like a
Like
heavyweight.
Tyson.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's rough.
I think the biggest message out of all that is you don't want to go
You
to
don't
jail.
want. You don't want to go to jail.
You don't want to go to
It's not
jail.
even-
He
not we
described
want
it as
to.
hell. First
Hell.
thing he
That's
said
the
it was
first
hell.
thing. It was hell.
The stories you hear, and you know,
He
strangely
said
enough,
prison is hell.
we hear stories.
First words out of his
First
mouth.
thing
he
is
said.
hell.
Yeah.
Hell.
We hear stories where persons in authority will want to tell about rehabilitation and programs that may look. He just came out and he tells you nothing
Nothing.
like that happens. So when the system want to
So I
tell
go
you
to jail with no qualifications.
and you come right
Come
back
out with no
out,
qualification. What,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do?
what are you going to do?
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think the state should take it upon themselves to renew their identification cards while
Yeah.
they're in prison?
I think you should
At
get all
least-
that on release.
That should be waived.
on release.
That's, as you
All
come
that
out,
should be ready
yeah.
on release.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
your
waived.
package.
We
ID card.
we're going to pay for brand
Brand
new start. That's
Because
it.
if we make it, look, your punishment is jail, right? You've done your punishment,
You don't get punished.
right? It's not in our interest for him not to find work.
Sure.
It's not in our interest for him not to be able to provide for his daughter.
Yeah.
It's in none of our interests if he can't do that.
Yeah.
We have to stop making it about the individual and saying, look, this is for our benefit, not just for his benefit, for our benefit, for his daughter's benefit.
For it to become a
Right.
contribution
Yeah.
to society.
Correct.
I hope like maybe Allen's or Phillips Bakery, maybe
Somebody.
Peppercorn.
But you see, the thing is,
I think he's a person you could take a chance on.
you can take a chance on, but you know, man, if Vinci people funny, they go watch him and watch down on him and
Not
say
just Vinci, the world
the
over.
world over.
Prisoners,
Yeah.
ex-convicts,
Ex-con,
always have
yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
You know, it's somebody
Yeah.
with a heart. They go take
Yeah.
somebody with a heart and say, man, let me get you a little,
Yeah.
let me get you a try.
Bly.
Or
Yeah.
blind. You know, they go take somebody with a heart. And I really hope he gets it because he really means well.
Yeah.
He really, really means well. I really hope he gets it. You know?
All right, man.
Yeah, like, boy.